fun, Dan. Where do you start with this? I know this has got to be frustrating for you and the team. Where do you start?
Well, one, get Tavion back. That'll shore up a lot of things. Right now, we just shoot 13% first half. It's not good enough, and then we can't sustain a break or two going against us. We don't have the team that can sustain that. So if you get a break or two or three go against you, you're shooting the ball the way you are. The point spread gets out there, and the next thing you do is chasing. And I get, as a coach, get frustrated. I didn't think I said that much, but obviously they did.
With the performance in the first half compared to the second half, again, it's deja vu all over. What is it that they're just not getting through their heads? I know you've given every speech, motivational pep talk, whatever you can say to them, but it's a different team the second half. They play a lot better second half. Is it just they finally have to get out there, shoot, realize that they're not doing what they need to do? What is it?
I don't know. If I knew, we wouldn't be doing. The only thing I can say is that we're very young, and emotionally we're very young. And if you looked out on the floor, number one is fairly young, but he's been a lead guard for the last 2 years. Andy Taylor was a year and a half. This is Young's third year. Trapp is a senior, fifth-year guy. Trigg, 12 is a transfer in. Butler, senior, 5-year guy, I think. Kanafi has played international ball at a pretty high level. Braswell, senior, 5-year guy. Jalvin, senior, 5-year guy. Francis, senior, 5-year guy. You look at us, we've got Mike Byers, 5-year, sophomore, freshman. And I don't know if they are ready yet to understand. And it's our fault. We've got to figure out how to do it, but understand the intensity and focus you have to come with to the game. You can't give but so many motivational speeches. You can't give, I heard on TV the other day, I was watching a ball game, and they said 2 things players are responsible for. 1, playing hard. 2, good attitudes. Those 2, they're responsible for. Coaches should not have to do that. And I think we got good attitudes. I don't know that they know the level of intensity it takes to play the hard as you have to play in this league. And, I think it was 5 to, it was maybe a 4-point game. And, had an out of bounds call, didn't go our way. I thought he had both feet in. I think if you watch it, he did. Had Michael Byers, they had a FOP call. I thought they had contact. And then we had, what was the other one? He had a drive to the basket by Toussaint. Kind of slid to the side. They called a block. And, those are breaks that happen during games. It's some teams, most teams I've had here can overcome that. It's not as frustrating because we can overcome it. This team's so young, it's hard for us to overcome breaks that go against us. And we got to somehow figure that out and do that. But again, it's difficult right now. And I know these kids are hurting. And, I'm not happy either, but there's no quit. So, there's no quit in me. And we'll play this thing out to the last shot. And then we'll evaluate and see where we are for next year. But, obviously everybody we got, the young ones are all going to be a year older. And that helps at this age, when being 20 and 23 is a huge difference. 21, 23 is a huge difference at this age. And we're caught with one guy 24. Everybody else we have is 22 and down, and all the way down to 18. And that's tough when you're playing a team that's got 6, 7, 23, 24, 4-year-olds. So, it's a portal. We'll have to look at how we handle the portal. how we handle. I don't know that I want to go junior college, maybe, but the portal is something we really will have to look at. And I found that through this season, almost every team stayed old. We don't have any real young teams. They're all old, and we're caught being young. So, we'll work at it, and I hope our fans will be patient, and that they understand that sometimes things don't work out exactly like you like. Tavion getting hurt again. That's the one real seasoned player we have. Even Michael Byers, part-time player all the way up until this year, even this year, really been in and out. He hasn't been fully on the floor. George is probably the next most experienced guy, and he's not having a real good year. So it is what it is. I'll try to figure it out. We'll try to keep practicing, keep playing. But I think sometimes too, if you sit there and you think that you got to make changes in this and changes that, what ends up, you end up chasing your tail. What you got to do is play what we play better and keep pressing forward on what we do. And I've learned all the way through the ages that when you sit down and think you can scheme your way out of this, it's not scheme. It's not how we're playing. We've proven that you can play this way and win a conference championship, go into the NCAA, win a CIT. We've proven that. So what we got to do is get these players playing to that level and not try to look for the solution being let's alter the way we play or alter the things that we do. We can't do that. You'll end up chasing your tail. You'll never get to the end of it, and you'll look like a fool trying to chase fool's gold. So we're just going to stay at it. We do what we do. We got to get better at it, obviously, and then we'll see what happens at the end of the year. Last game is the most important game in basketball, and we're going to play it. We're going to be in it, so we just got to keep playing.
Coach, I know you talk about Tavion. I know he played Thursday night, did not play today. When did you all find out the news that he would not be good to go for today?
This morning. The way I'm handling it is no painkillers, don't do anything to numb it. Achilles is not something you want to play with. And I told him when it doesn't hurt, you play, you tell me. And so the day he came up, said it felt a little sore, so he's out.
Will he be good to go for Thursday, or will that be a game time decision on Thursday?
All game time now, practices, everything. He hadn't practiced in a couple of weeks. So it's all going to be on him. Even a doctor can't really tell for sure. They could tell you there's nothing torn or broken. They can't tell you the pain level that you're exhibiting from. He doesn't have any swelling, which is good. And but if it's hurting, it's hurt. If he tells me it's hurting, it's hurt. And again, that's an injury that you do not want to. You don't want to go too far. I tore my Achilles heel, and it was basically slow. I kept playing on it, even though it hurt a little bit, and it withered the tendons, and finally it snapped. So it's not something that you deal with. You let it rest until it's ready to go. Is that it?